Hey, what's going on, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. We've got some fresh Freddie Freeman rumors to get into in just a second, but quick reminder for all latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. Really helps out the channel. And as always, some of your takes down below in the comment section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day. 1, are you okay with the Dodgers giving Freddie Freeman a 6-year, $200 million contract? And 2, if he doesn't re-sign with the Braves, which team will Freddie Freeman sign with? Let me know down below in the comment section. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. So yes, the owners and the players, they're in the middle of an ugly lockout at the moment. They're not seeing eye to eye. You got the owners seeking a third-party mediator. It looks like spring training could be pushed back, maybe even opening day at this point. But at some point, they'll reach a deal. And once the lockout officially ends, I'm very confident that one of the first things the Dodgers will try to do is lock up Freddie Freeman. And the common belief from insiders and everyone you talk to around the league is that it's a foregone conclusion that Freddie Freeman is going to re-sign with the Atlanta Braves. He's this generation's Mr. Brave. It's the only organization he's ever known. There's going to be a statue of Freddie outside of their stadium one day. He could one day make it to Cooperstown wearing a Braves hat, etc., etc. You understand. But look, this is Freddie Freeman's biggest free agency opportunity. This is a chance for him to get the big bag. And who's the competition for Freddie Freeman if you're the Atlanta Braves? Just think of the teams that he's been linked to. The Los Angeles Dodgers, the New York Yankees, the Boston Red Sox. Those are the big money teams of Major League Baseball. Those are the Goliaths of the sport when it comes to financial muscle. And according to AM570's Dave Vassay, he says that if Freddie Freeman leaves the Atlanta Braves and signs elsewhere, it's going to be for 2 teams, the Dodgers or the Red Sox.
Well, it's not so much just about teams interested in Freddie Freeman. Where does Freddie Freeman want to play? I mean, he controls that, and he has a home here in Orange County. He grew up in Orange County, has roots here, grew up a Dodger fan. And from what I've been told, Matt, by people that have knowledge of his thinking going into free agency, if Freddie Freeman were to leave the Braves, he was thinking the only 2 other teams he would consider playing for are the Red Sox and Dodgers. And right now, like I reported before the lockout, the Dodgers were in talks with Freddie Freeman.
Now, first things first, we haven't done in a while, so let's break out the Dodgers rumor meter. When it comes to the rumor that the Dodgers had talks with Freddie Freeman before the lockout and that the Dodgers are one of 2 teams that he would sign with if he didn't re-sign with the Atlanta Braves, I'm going to give that a 3 Dodger dogs. Some serious smoke, and we're talking about a firm 3 Dodger dogs. We're talking about a Dodger dog with ketchup and mustard, relish, onions, all the fixings. That's how confident I am that the Dodgers did, 1, have communication before the lockout, and 2, are one of the select few of teams that he would sign with if the Atlanta Braves don't meet his asking price. And I do think that's something that is very possible at this stage in the game. 1, because they haven't paid big for players in the past. 2, they just won a World Series. Now let's think about this. They just won the World Series title. Mission accomplished if you're Freddie Freeman and the Atlanta Braves. Their fan base is not going to put too much pressure on them for the next few seasons. If he does sign elsewhere and they don't pay him up, they're going to trust the organization at that point. Yes, you're going to have some angry fans, but they will get over it. Look, this is Atlanta. This isn't Chicago. This isn't New York. This isn't LA. This isn't Boston. Look, I remember a few years ago when the Atlanta Falcons blew that 28-3 lead to the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They went to a live bar in Atlanta, and yet all the fans looking down for a second, and then all of a sudden, they played Bad and Bougie by the Migos, and that whole place was cracking. So this is no disrespect to the ATL, but look, they will get over it. They're fun-loving people. They're not going to agonize over Freddie Freeman leaving as much as the Dodgers fans would, or the Yankees or Red Sox fans, or the Chicago Cubs, or some of these baseball-obsessed markets. And like I said, the Atlanta Braves organization has some equity with the fan base, considering that their plan turned into a World Series title. So you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're going to say, hey, look, Freddie Freeman is a great player, but he is 32 years old, and look at their competition. Like I said, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Red Sox, all these big money markets. Look, will they be willing to match the offers of the Dodgers? Let's say Andrew Friedman comes calling and says, hey, Freddie Freeman, here's the 6 years, $180 to $200 million you're after. Let's say they offer him $200 million to come to LA, and the Braves say, look, Freddie, we offered you 5 years, $135 million, which, according to reports, Freddie Freeman felt disrespected by that lowball offer. But let's say it was about that 6th year, and they say, hey, here's 6 years, $162 million. That's $27 million per season. What if the Dodgers offer him 6 years, $180 million, 6 years, $200 million, and the Braves say, hey, that's our best offer. We can't mess with that FU money that the Los Angeles Dodgers have. Enjoy your time in LA. We'll see you for your jersey retirement ceremony in 2033. That could be something that could be a very real possibility. And if you're Freddie Freeman, the optics don't really look bad at all. You look at this Atlanta Braves fan base and you say, hey, I went out on top. I gave you guys a World Series title. I'm from Southern California. I have young kids. I'm going to start a new chapter back home. I'm going to raise my kids where I'm from. So look, I think Freddie Freeman comes out on top, and also he gets to play for a flagship franchise, an organization that's committed to winning more World Series titles. He gets to play with Mookie Betts and Trey Turner, and he gets to really see his star power go to the next level. Look, Freddie Freeman looks like a guy you would cast in a baseball movie as a star, as a slugger. Like I said, the only thing whiter than the Dodgers uniform are Freddie Freeman's teeth. He's got that billion-dollar movie star smile. I think it makes just so much sense. And then on top of everything else, you consider the fact that the Dodgers need him. They have a defined role for him. He is the guy that can replace and exceed Corey Seager's production from the left side of the plate. Then you factor in Max Muncy's injury. Will he be ready to go to start at first base by opening day? I think there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding that. My guess would say no. And then he's just a really good player that can help get this team over the top. Freddie Freeman still is one of the best hitters in all of Major League Baseball. Like I said, we've done a lot of deep dives about him. We've dove into his numbers. If you want to check some of those videos out, I'll throw those down below in the descriptions. And also, you got the Braves manager, Brian Snitker. He did an interview with The Athletic, and he didn't sound very positive when it came to will they re-sign Freddie Freeman. Here's what Dave Vassegh had to say about Freddie Freeman. One, coming to LA, and some stories that he's heard about Freeman during the lockout, and also the Braves manager, Brian Snitker, and the possibility of Freddie Freeman signing with another team.
I do know that Freddie Freeman went to go see my good friends at Javier's in Newport Beach a couple of weeks ago, and I do know that many people were coming up to Freddie Freeman and asking whether or not it was true that he was coming to the Dodgers, and he was not shutting them down, should I say. He was just very non-committal. And then I know about a barbershop visit in Anaheim by Freddie Freeman where he was asked again, are you going to be a Dodger? Non-committal. We'll just see what happens after the lockout. And then today, The Athletic in Atlanta sat down with his manager, Brian Snitker of the Braves. And Brian Snitker, you know, I sent this to a couple of players, and they told me it sounds like the Braves are punting on Freddie Freeman, embracing their fan base for the reality that Freddie Freeman may not be back in the Braves uniform next year, with Snitker saying he wants him back, but he's not sure because of the business of baseball.
So let me get this straight. We've got Freddie Freeman hanging out in the offseason in Newport Beach, where he has a house around Orange County, where he grew up, and then he's talking to Dodger fans. He's not turning them down. And then on top of that, you have the Braves manager, Brian Snitker, telling this to The Athletic. I hope we have him, but I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea where guys are going to end up. Do I want Freddie back? Absolutely. Why wouldn't I? But it may not happen. It's the way business is. So that sounds like a guy who's preparing for Freddie Freeman to sign with another team, and let's hope that that team is the Los Angeles Dodgers. So I'm not guaranteeing that's going to happen or anything like that, but I'm very confident in saying that if it's not the Braves, the Dodgers have a very good chance. But let's say the Dodgers find a way to sign Freddie. This is going to be the reaction of Dodgers fans everywhere when they get the news that Freddie Freeman is headed to LA. But let me know down below in the comment section, would you be comfortable with the Dodgers giving Freddie Freeman a 6-year, $200 million contract? You think that's too much? Me, I'm all in on this core. I want to win another World Series with Mookie Betts in his prime and Walker Buehler. So to me, it would be a no-brainer. Also, I think his swing is going to age well. You also have the DH, so I'd be fine with it. He'd be 37 at the end of his deal. The Dodgers just gave Justin Turner a 2-year, $34 million contract at age 36. So I'd be fine with it. And then also, if Freddie Freeman doesn't sign with the Atlanta Braves, where will he sign? Will it be the Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Blue Jays, or other? Let me know down below. My name is D-Mac. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. For all latest Dodgers news and rumors, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.